locked in with Vel. So as you guys can see here, I've got my $60,000 trading account open and on the screen. This is going to be for you guys to trade with me and to see my progress, to be here throughout the wins and to be here throughout the losses. Now, I will break down this trade, okay? But before I do so, let me just get the links to share out to the community. Okay, and let's put this in the Discord. Let's go on a live trades channel. Let's put it there. Okay. Now, if I can close this WhatsApp so we don't get bothered. Where are we up here? Okay. Okay, cool. Let's give it a moment. Let's jump on Bloomberg. Let's see what's happening.
Accusing the tech giant of intentionally making its Facebook and Instagram platforms addictive to teens. Shares of Meta up just about 1%, and Intuit down 3% after the tax preparation software company gave an outlook that was weaker than expected. That's just adding to concerns about AI and how it's disrupting Intuit's business model. Brent crude is down more than 1% at 87.58 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate crude 81.56 a barrel, down about 1%. Bitcoin at 78,560, and spot gold 46.25 the ounce. For on-demand news 24 hours a day, subscribe to Bloomberg News Now wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Alexis Christophorus, and that's your Bloomberg Business Flash. Paul and Scarlett.
All right, Alexis, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Scarlett Fu and Paul Sweeney live here in our Bloomberg Interactive Broker studio and streaming live on YouTube as well. Got NVIDIA after the close, so let's pay attention to that. The AI boom. It spurred trillions of dollars in rapid investments to fund critical data centers and energy infrastructure. But many of these projects have met fierce local opposition. What questions do you have about America's battle over AI data centers? Join Bloomberg journalists for an interactive live Q&A conversation happening today at 1 p.m. Eastern. Join at bloomberg.com/live Q&A. So there you go. There, red and green on the screen as Alexis was just reporting. Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. We can do that with Bloomberg's Christina Aquino, managing editor for Markets Live. Christine, what are you looking at?
All right, Paul. Well, we got to talk about NVIDIA. It's the big day. So ticker NVDA. Those shares actually not doing too badly, just down a little bit, 0.3% at the moment. And again, the big question, right? What is the state of AI demand, and what do NVIDIA's results tell us about that? So the revenue estimate, of course, I mean, it's $1 bajillion. It's not really. It's $92 billion.
Might as well
be $1 bajillion. A lot of that looking to come from the data center part of the business. The revenue estimate there is $85 billion. And, you know, I think a lot of investors and analysts looking at the margins part of the earnings. That's going to be interesting because that will tell us kind of how much pricing power NVIDIA still has. Remember that they told customers recently they're going to have to increase prices to account for the surge in memory chip expenses. And so we're looking to hear more from them in terms of how much they are able to wield up pricing power, investments into other companies, particularly their own customers. Another topic that would be of interest to investors and analysts, especially because, you know, there's whole concerns about this whole circular funding issue and NVIDIA being very much at the center of all of that. I mean, one interesting thing that we were looking at this on the MLive blog today, NVIDIA is no longer the biggest driver of day-to-day moves in equity markets. And so, you know, at least by that measure, some of its influence is starting to wane a little bit, but still, of course, a very important company to watch.
All right, next up on your list.
We're looking at Intuit as well, Scarlett. We know the results weaker than expected, of course, and we're seeing that in the shares. So ticker INTU, those shares are now about 3.5%. I mean, look, outlook was weaker than expected, and that was very much, of course, related to concerns, again, about the AI-related disruption that this stock has had to battle for most of this year. They were very much part of that SaaS apocalypse.
Okay.
Bloomberg Intelligence weighing in.
You can see I'm currently down 225. 270.
Expected outlook, and there is very much slowing momentum in QuickBooks and TurboTax. JP Morgan weighing.
It's not going to get any liver than this, guys.
From overweight to now neutral, and also cutting its price target
okay.
by a good
Let me turn this down a bit. It's a bit loud. All right, cool. So look, if you guys are now on the stream, I'm going to be trading with you guys live, and every stream I trade with you, I'm going to be sharing my account so you guys can see the balance, you can see where we're at, and you can see each trade. Each trade will only be taken either on stream or through the Discord, which is the trades that I send out inside the community. Okay. Now, if we look at this oil trade right now, oil can potentially pull back. Okay, we've got a bit of a double-edged sword when it comes to oil, because with oil we wanted price to pull back. Okay, when price moved up and made this high, we wanted price to pull back down into this FVG area, which it did. So now we can remove the area to down here. Okay, once it pulled back, it reacted off to 79% and pushed up and took out this small daily high here. Really, it's an equal high. It never really took out the high. Okay, liquidity grabbed it but never took it out properly. So then price came back down. Now when we got up here, we said, look guys, we need a pullback in order for us to go long. We didn't get the pullback, so I'm going to remove this and I'm going to remove this, because when price came back down, we kind of bounced off of this area, but we didn't do anything substantial. We caught that short, so let's remove that. So the re-entry we was looking for, it says at 79,115. That was here. We're yet to get there. So why am I buying now? Some of you may be asking. Okay, the reason why we're buying is because we can't ignore what's happening in the commodity sector, as well as what's happening with Donald Trump. Now, Trump actually posted something 10 minutes ago, and he said, where are we? He said, last night we destroyed 20 Iranian boats. This is what Trump said. Okay, he then went on to say there is no set timeline for negotiations with Iran. So it goes without saying, the more catastrophes that happen, the more bullish we should be with oil. Okay, a report also from Al Manar TV reported a massive explosion and that the Al Mansouri settlement in the southern Lebanon was targeted by the Israeli army. So again, all of these, unforeseen circumstances, or these unfortunate events that take place, should have a fundamental push, a fundamental bullish push on commodities, on oil specifically. Okay, so because of that, that's one factor why I've said, hey, if we go into the smaller time frames here and we look at a Fibonacci, so I had this fib for the sell, right? Price came down and pushed up 70%, beautiful rejection, and then it came down. But when we look here on the daily fib shows us, hey, we're still sitting in a discounted area to buy. Right, price pushed above the 62. We're not going to buy above there, but when price pushed back down, it came down, and it so far has pinged off at the 70%. So we're not going to be, further sit around and say, hey, this isn't going to work out, or we want price to come lower. Sometimes the perfect picture doesn't actually happen. The 8 hour looks like we could keep pushing up to make a high. If we go on the line graph is going to show us that actually, when price came down over here, we had this lower high, price pushed up, closed above the lower high, so it changed the 8 hour structure to being bullish from bearish. Price closed above this high also here, and then now we're getting the pullback. So even with this pullback, okay, if I go and do this from this low to this high, even this pullback here, this pullback here shows us that we have pulled back deeper than 15%. Oh, let me move this back. Okay, and we've come really close, really close to the 62%. Hold on. Yeah, we've come really close to the 62%. Okay, and then price has turned around. So we've got the daily fib matching up with an hourly fib. It's not a bad position for us to be buying from. When it comes to gold, now, I mentioned inside of my Discord as well as the Telegram, which is, look, with liquidity above, higher prices were always the target at some stage. What's important now is seeing how this week closes out. Do we hunt for liquidity higher, or do we consolidate? Now, with us taking out this fair value gap here, which I can now remove, okay, the liquidity has been grabbed. So I'm not saying that we're now just going to have a massive sell-off, but naturally speaking, having a pullback would be beneficial for us to actually think about selling. For us to think about buying from a lower price. Okay, now it's reacted. It's wicked off of the 88%. That's always positive for us. So I'm actually going to look to sell. We were selling this yesterday. We wasn't successful with the sell, and that's part and parcel of the game. Sometimes you get into trades, it doesn't work out. Okay, I don't really want to trade gold too much because gold can really just mess up your day. But we're going to try and have a sell on gold. I'm just going to check other factors right now to see what's happening. Oil is pushing up, so that's beneficial. Someone's joined the community and they've said here, I just joined this platform this week and yesterday only 2 out of 6 trades hit. Is that normal? So let's reply to this message openly. Trading is not always going to go our way. If you had joined a day earlier, we had 4 winning trades. Sometimes, bro, we can be on the wrong end of trades. But if you check the trade recap channel, you can see our performance. So if we go over to the trade recap channel, we can see here so far in August from yesterday, we had 60 trades called out, 47 wins, 10 losses, 2 break evens and 1 cancelled. That's an 82% win rate. Okay. I show this just for transparency for you guys to understand. We're not going to win every trade. We're not. Unfortunately, we're not. But trading is not about how much you can win. It's about how much you can control yourself from losing. If you can control your losses, you can maximize your wins. Okay. Let me sign into this here and see what's going on over here. Let's move this above. Okay, Google wants me to verify that it's me. Of course it's me. Where's my phone? Google wants me to verify it's me. Check your phone. Okay, I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone. It says Google sent a notification to Apple for him. Oh, here we go. It's come through now. Okay. All right. So look, we're starting here, guys, with 60K. Let's see what happens. We're currently up just under $1,000. $1,000 now. I want price to push up. I want to target these highs. That's what I want to do. Okay. Where's everyone from inside the stream right now? Are we all from the Discord? Some from the Telegram? Are you guys in the oil trade? Are you not? Let me know. Let's do this here. Gifting suspended and visibility restricted. Yeah, TikTok's always banning me. I kind of given up with TikTok, to be honest with you. They don't want us to print no money and make no dough on TikTok. So what can we do? But anyway, we can see the trade is still currently running right now. Let me go over to Euro AUD, see where we're currently at. Euro AUD is just going through the floor. We hit TP1 and just, damn, look at that. Okay, you know, for those of you who took this sell, remember we had a sell set up for Euro AUD weeks ago, and I told you guys it was a swing trade. Well, look at that sell setup from down there to here. That's a 500 pip move, and it's still moving even if you took the re-entry from here. I thought we could get a pullback, but we can't. So let's remove these. Let's not dwell on the past, and let's respect the fact that it's still selling off. So cool. Coolio. Let me remove this alert and remove this alert. Is that another alert? What's that? Okay. Euro NZD. Euro NZD is pushing up. Okay, that's surprising. They're both doing the pole opposite. I mean, I'd personally like to wait and see what happens till tomorrow. Thank you. I'd personally like to wait and see what happens with Euro AUD. I don't think it's going to be a buy right now. I did want it to come down lower, and it did. Pushed into this area here, 79%. For those of you who use the Fibonacci, then you guys should know the 79 and the 70% is a sweet spot. What happened? My TikTok's always getting banned. I really don't know why. I don't know what to do with TikTok. I'm gonna have to just leave it alone. Guys are from the Discord and the Telegram. Big up yourselves. Are we in the oil trade? We can see the oil trade I've got there. Let's look at the GDX. Hold on. Let's just go for a run through quickly. Let's see what's going on. So the dollar's just been tanking. Ooh, the dollar's been tanking, but this is an even better position to be buying the peso. Okay. Fill some more of the imbalance down here. Let's see what happens there. I'll come back to that. AU is a nice swing trade, honestly. It's a nice bullish swing trade. We wanted price to come lower to buy. It didn't come low enough, so we missed it. Euro NZD is going to be a sell. If Euro AUD is clapping down, Euro NZD is going to follow it. Euro AUD, AUD JPY. So funny, it's still sitting inside the same area. We had a nice trade on this one here. It came down. But the pullback, notice I didn't really give you guys much on the pullback because we need to see, probably now it wants to take out the high. Let's see here. Japanese yen, what are we doing? Are we gonna grow some bulls? Japanese yen. USD JPY. If USD JPY makes a new high, gold should be bearish. USD CAD, what are we doing? We're pushing up. Okay, we're currently floating at just 1,000 here with this trade. Who's in this trade? Who's in the oil trade? How long the Discord been active, by the way, bro? Since January. Since January, the Discord's been active, bro. We've grown to 1,200 members in 8 months with no ads, no marketing, just word of mouth, which I think is pretty cool. GDX. Who saw Bitcoin? Who saw crypto last week? In the oil trade, yeah? Nice. We've added a 24-hour trading session. It combines regular. So, I'm actually with a broker that provides 24-hour trading on gold. So, you no longer have to worry about the markets closing on the weekend. If you would like to be trading gold during a weekend, 24 hours, then click the link in my bio. There's a broker recommendation there, guys. And they're going to allow you to trade gold 24/7. Okay. The broker's called TradeQuo. I've just opened an account with them not long ago. They've also got an amazing copy trading feature on there, which I'm going to be sharing with my community first. So I'll probably get that launched next week, probably. I'm just setting things up right now. So yeah, click the link in the bio if you guys want access to that, because that is going to be a game changer. Okay. Let's see here. All right, we can sell gold. Gold is just so jarring, man. Let's sell gold. Let me get into a gold trade. XAUUSD. But I'm trying to grow this account to 100K because I got bills to pay. So let's go for it. New order. 5 lots is crazy on gold. I'm gonna go 2 lots. Stop loss is going to be stop loss is going to be, in fact, you know what? XAUUSD. I could probably find the right broker on here. Alright, forget that. That's too much cover. Just do, I mean, gold, you just got to have a wider SL, man. I only like to have 100 pip SL of gold, but it's just, in this day and age, 100 pip in gold is like 20 pips. Even if this is 250 pip SL, it's wild. Okay, so what's the SL on that? 4642. Okay, hold on.
Last question to you, James.
Stop loss 4642. And then my TP is going to be 4357. Let's just have it down there for now. We'll move it after 4357. So, okay, I just got into a sell for gold, which complements the gold, the oil trade. So let me just put this in the comment section. Sell XAUUSD. SL is going to be, what was it? 4642. 4642. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Sell XAUUSD. SL 4642. I'm gonna put wide SL 250 pips. TP1 is going to be, the first TP has to be what we're risking, guys. So if the SL is 250 pips, TP1 has got to be 250 pips. What is that? 4589. Okay, 4589.9. That's TP1. TP2 is going to be it's going to be double that. So TP2 is going to be 4565.7. 4565.7. TP3 is when it can get a bit more tasty. It's going to be 4492. 4492.8. TP4 is going to be 4395. 4395.8. And TP5 is going to be 4357. Okay, 4357.8. That's the trade. Let's see what happens. You can see I'm in the trade live. I'm going to put it inside the chat box for you guys as well, so you guys can have that. I'm going to also put this trade inside the Telegram, so you guys can have it there as well. Okay. All right. Oil is actually pushing, so that's good. We're now printing some money. We're printing. Who's printing with me? That's the question. All right, we're live. I've sent out 2 trades, oil and gold. Let's see what's going on.
There's a certain level that they buy, and that's going to be something that they have to maintain all the time.
Let's see what's going on.
They've always had the most expensive chips. The fact that they could not pass through the high rising memory and inflation costs anymore suggests like yes, they are under pressure to keep that margins, and that's a really big indicator of that.
Okay. I mean, if I hit 5K today, I'm coming off. I had a long week. I've just come back to Dubai. Oh, my food's here. Can I eat on stream? I think that's rude. Okay, let's see what's happening over here with oil. I think oil must have hit TP1. What's that? 83,352. 83. Yep, oil's hit TP1. Nice. US oil, TP1, smashed. 82. Oh, am I buzzing? Yeah, it's hit TP1 though. I thought it hit TP1 and 2. I said 83. Sorry. Oil, TP1 smashed. Go risk free, guys. Don't get greedy. Don't leave money on the table. Just go risk free. Yeah? Go risk free. That means move your SL to entry. Someone laughed. Who laughed? Why would they laugh at the trade, at the sell? I don't understand. I'm up 4 bills. What's funny about that? Okay. Anyway. US XAUUSD TP1 smashed. Okay, smashed. Ice baby. Dun 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 dun. Okay, hold on. Okay. I don't get why this guy would laugh. What's to laugh about? I don't understand. People just do some weird stuff, eh? Some weird stuff. But anyway, we're printing right now, guys. The gold trade, let's see how it plays out. Okay, let's see how it plays out. I'm going to put this inside the Discord. And then I'm going to put it inside the Telegram.
Before we let you go, Kunjan, I'm just looking at the SURP function on the Bloomberg terminal, which shows what the stock tends to do after surprises. And
Okay. Now, look, because I got quite a large account, it means that I'm obviously looking to make a large amount of money, in a sense where, from a percentage perspective here, if we can grow the account by 10% in a week, that's obviously 6K. So that is my target, 10% a week. That would be 40% a month. These targets means that you have to be structured in your loss system, or your loss limit, sorry, because, you know, as much as you might want to make 10%, is that going to be at the peril of losing 10%? Or are you going to be risking 5%? You know, what is going to be your parameters that's going to keep you in the game? Because it doesn't always work. I don't always have an incredible week or fantastic week or break even week. Sometimes I have a down week. So you've got to understand what can keep you in the game. And 9 times out of 10, what keeps us in the game is discipline, is risk management. So never forget that, guys. Both of my trades have a stop loss on it. If the stop loss gets hit, it gets hit. But I believe in the trade, so we're going to see how they play out. And it's going to be a great day or it's going to be an average day. Doesn't really matter, because there's always another day when it comes to trading. Just like in the summer, when people say, oh, let's go to this party, there's always going to be another party, bro. There's always going to be another great party happening, and there's always going to be another hottest day of the year. These things don't go. These things don't go. So never rush into something thinking it's now or never. It's really not. Okay, it's really not. Anyway, let's check the chat, see what's going on. Small lot size, but we in the green. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Reese. Okay, cool. Let's remove this out of the way. This is oil doing what it does. Even if oil comes up to here, I've got these session volume profiles on. These just pretty much tell me where the volume is inside of each session, okay? So even if we come up to this level here, what is this, 82.74? Would that be TP2 hit? 82.74. No, TP2 is 82.93. TP2 is 82.93. So just above, really. You can see why I put the TP here, because this is an equal high. Liquidity is in this area. But make no mistake, anytime price comes moderately close to your TP, if you feel like you don't want to wait because it's only going to equate to an extra couple of pounds, take the trade, man. Close it. Some of you are waiting for that number to be hit and then price turns around. There's no need. All right, Bloomberg's not really saying much today, so I think we can just get into some music. Yes, boss. How comes you trade oil? So I like to trade currencies predominantly, but I'm also really interested in trading things that can allow me to not blow my account or can allow me to have some technical analysis. So with oil right now, unlike most currencies or most commodities, oil is being majorly affected by the Iran and US situation, right? But on the flip side, that also makes it much more easier to understand. For example, if the war continues, if more bombs are flown, the price of oil will go up. So the question really becomes, what are we doing in trading? Are we trading pairs to have an easy life, or are we trading pairs that every day we need to figure out what's going on, and it's a risk of us getting it wrong? Like, we want the easy life. Surely we want trading to just be a system that can be replicated, and for that to happen, we need to adapt. Now, I don't really trade oil. Like last year I wasn't trading oil. 6 months ago I wasn't trading oil. I've only started trading oil the last few months because the strategies that I teach, that I've learned, are the same strategies that I can use on any pair, any instrument, whether it's gold, oil, or currencies, or Bitcoin. So what's happening is I've just adapted, and that's what I think is necessary right now. In a market like this, we need to adapt. Gold 2 years ago, a year ago, wasn't going to move 200 pips in a minute. Gold would move 50 pips as a max, in a minute candle. Not even in a minute candle, but I used to have a 45 pip SL with gold. Now, let me show you what 45 pips looks like. 45 pips looks like this with gold. That's 44. Back in the day, this same size used to look like that, 45. Now that's 216. So when I do the maths and I think about the logistics of having a sustainable career in trading, I'm having to risk more on each trade with gold, and my lot size is smaller. Whereas I could trade a higher lot size and have a smaller SL on currencies and on oil. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Why would I focus on a pair that's now higher risk and it requires higher capital to be sustainable, whereas I could trade a currency pair like Euro AUD, for example, and I can have a 15 pip SL. If I take a buy from here right now with this trade here, if I take a buy and I have this here, this is a 6-7, look, this is an 8 pip SL. Now, if I'm catching the upside, this is the 8-1 R&R, right? It's only a 70 pip move. But if I buy this from here now and I'm risking 8 pips, my lot size that means every 8 pips, if I'm risking 1% on this trade, every 8 pips I'm going to be up 1%. So the maths isn't mathing trading something like gold right now when you have to risk too much. And it can still be traded. I'm not saying it can't. I'm not saying people don't trade it. And, I still trade it. But it's not something to be traded every single day, because mathematically it doesn't even make sense. Like, if you catch a lick off of gold and you're up for the week, I would say go and find something else and come back. How I used to trade gold back in the day was, it was a case of, let's see what gold's doing today. If it's not showing me a move, I'll come back another day. I never woke up every day, eat, sleep, breathe gold. I didn't do that. Now, of course, gold is moving like how Bitcoin was moving before. So what does that mean? That means now with gold, you can have a small account and you can grow it really quick trading gold, just like what you could do before with Bitcoin. You can grow accounts quickly with gold. But if you grow an account quickly, how sustainable does that be? How sustainable does that become? Do you then start thinking you can trade gold every single day and flip an account every single day? Because if you do think that every single day, how's that gone for you? You know? And yeah, like I used to trade US 30 years ago. US 30, the NASDAQ. These was my pairs. Like I used to murder these pairs. By the way, I sent out a sell. I sent out a sell for this NASDAQ yesterday and last week. So I hope you guys are in that. But my point is I used to murder these pairs. But then when they start just making all-time highs, it just becomes unreadable. So with it being unreadable, it's like, why would I keep focusing on pairs that are continuously being manipulated by the Fed? I'd rather focus on something that's a lot more easier to understand. You know? So that's my reasons now for like trading pairs that are less volatile or just easier to read, easier to react. Like oil from a technical perspective is really good. Really good. Fibonacci retracements, it responds well. Institutional candles, like anything that you kind of use for oil, it doesn't really give you any heartaches. Like once it's had a pullback, it pulls back. See, like gold may want to come down, but it's going to stay here for the next 3 hours and then consolidate, then push up 200 pips and then come down. That don't happen with oil, you know. So I'd rather trade something like this. That's why I trade it. So yeah, yo bro, I got out onto you by one of your boys, Paddy. Going to be locking in more often. I need to invest in a mentorship with you. Yes, my bro. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Whenever you're ready, bro, just hit me up, man. Send me a message. I think one of the most important things now for anyone that's got accessible income or got disposable income is, or anyone that's just really familiar with the internet right now, is making another source of income that can make sense. Like some people jump into trading because they want to make life-changing money, but bro, if you can just make what you make as a 9 to 5, then you can really understand that it can be scaled. But trading is not something that you can just run into open hands and boom, bam, bim, all of a sudden you're a millionaire. Because if that was the case, I'd be a millionaire. I've been trading for 8 years. You've got to battle your emotions. You've got to battle your confidence levels. Like you really have to psychologically be strong, man. You got to be strong. Imagine having a high, making 30, 40K in a day within minutes or within a space of a couple of hours. What does that do for the rest of your day? You start walking around like Superman. Do you know what I mean? You start acting like you're on steroids, you're charged up. And then you go into a next trade with the same confidence thinking, yep, I just done that, I can do it again. And then what happens? All of a sudden, price pulls back aggressively. Now you've lost the 30K you just made, or now you're down 10K. So what happens then? Now you want to start chasing trades. Now you're chasing, trying to get back to making the same 30K profit, even though you're already up 20K. You're now back into the trade, trying to just break even again on getting back to the 30K balance. And in the process of doing that, you lose even more. You know, these are things that require mental strength to say, hey, I've made my little, let me come back tomorrow. Or to say, hey, I've reached my loss limit, let me come back tomorrow. When you're in a cool head, when you feel composed, when you feel happy, happy things come to you. You know, when you're stressed, when you're tired, when you're ill, when you need to make money, you'll never make money in trading because you'll be rushing it, you know? So, yeah, guys, for those of you who love to trade gold and continuously want to trade gold, gold has the broker that I'm using. I've put it in the bio, guys. They can allow you to trade gold on the weekend, which is unheard of. That never used to be a case back in the day. Now you can trade gold on the weekend. So if you guys want that, click on that. I've got $60,000 with them, so you understand they're not just a company that I'm just promoting to you guys. It's someone that I'm using as well, because I'll be having a look at what's happening with gold on the weekend too. I'll be having a look to see what's going on over there. So yeah, I'm going to be launching a copy trading feature soon as well, so sit tight for that, guys. If you're not already inside the Telegram, go inside the Telegram. The link should also be in the bio. Once you're in the Telegram, you can find my to send a message to me or my support team, and we'll be able to help you guys with any questions you have. Right now we're in this oil trade. Oil's pushing. We're currently up $1,800 on oil. Gold is messing around. Maybe gold hits our SL because that's what gold likes to do, you know. Let's have a look at silver. See what's happening with silver. Silver looks like it's coming down, man. See if silver starts slapping down. I'm loading up on gold. Let me turn this music up a bit. We need some vibes in here now. My food's gonna get cold. I kind of have to eat it, guys. All right. Anyway, where's everyone from? That's what I want to know. Where are we from? Are we loading up on gold? I think we need to. Look at silver. Silver starts slapping some cheeks. Clapping that button. Chast me. Hey, silver, show me something quickly. Just give me a little £5 and I'm done. GDX is coming down still. Yeah. That's what we want to see right now. We're rolling. £3 up. Who's in these trades? Some weirdo was laughing at the trade I sent out. Why would he laugh? Why would he laugh? Someone go in the Discord and tell Abu Shak I'm up a bag on gold. Yeah? Go tell Abu Shak I'm up a bag on gold, yeah? Alright. Alright. We're up. Can we hit 5K? Can we hit 5K today? That's the question that we all want to know. If we do, I'll give you guys a freestyle. Southeast London, we're there. Southeast motion. I'm a Southwest guy, I can't lie, but big up my South guys, yeah? Tell me a better trader from South. Tell me a better trader in London. Alright, there's some good traders, let me not say that. That's shouldn't say that. Let me be humble, but we're here, guys, man. We're rolling. We're rolling. Oil is pumping. Gold soon be dumping. What more do we want? Let me turn down the music a bit. Let me just share with you guys. These two do work inversely right now. So if gold is pumping, if oil is pumping, gold should also be coming the opposite way. So that also supports my trade sometimes. If I'm looking to buy gold, I'd look at oil and I say, can I see a sell on gold? And if I can, then I'd be like, okay, cool. I can see a sell on that. Boom. Let me get into the trades. But if I can't see that, then I sometimes hesitate a bit. But I like to use different factors. Like I've looked at silver, right? I'm looking at the GDX. The GDX is a gold mining company. If this is performing poorly and coming down, this will support gold coming down as well. Now, look, I've got 2 lots on this trade. So I'm up 1,000, which means 1,000 is good enough to take off of the table. If you're in my position right now and you see money on the table that's good enough for you, take the money. Doesn't matter about letting the whole trade play out. Take the money or just close some partials on the trade. Close partials on the trade. That's not a problem. Don't sit here, get greedy because I'm here. Look at Euro AUD. What do you want to do? You want to push up Euro AUD? Imagine this. Look at this trade here. I spoke about this a second ago. If we bought this trade from where it was there, it's now at 5 pips. The 8 pips would be here. If my SL was 8 pips, look how small this move is. I might have to get into a Euro AUD trade just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Just to show you. Give me the night. Just give me the night. Nah, Now, I'm not going to get into this. I'm going to leave that alone. I ain't got a setup for it. I'm just being silly. But it could push up right now. It could, but I don't really care. Let's not get into trades for the sake of it. We're waiting for gold to come down, man. That's what we're waiting for. We got gold and oil. That's 2 trades. That's enough, really. If price starts messing about, I'm just going to close them. US oil. I want 5K today. That's what I want. 6K would be 10%. 6K would be a 10% growth in a day. In a day. Right now we're at 5% growth. We're there, motioning. Are we motioning today or what? What's going on? What the fuck is this? Oh. Just give me the night. Alright, if you guys are on YouTube, press the like button for me, please, guys. That helps me a lot. If you press the like button, if you drop a comment, that helps. But if you're watching this on a replay, well, you guys have seen these trades go from 0 to now, of course, $3,500 within the space of 45 minutes. So hopefully you guys can understand this is what it takes when it comes to trading, is being patient. Okay? Being patient pays. Now, most likely before I end this stream, I will close this gold trade because I know gold can always pull back. I'll leave the oil running, but I'll close the gold. Or what I would do is I would go risk free. Let's see. Let's go on a smaller time frame here and see. Oh, they're beautiful. Beautiful. But I've had my fingers burned with gold a lot, man. Gold likes to pull back. So give me the night. Gold likes to pull back too much. What was the TP I put? 4589. So the TP is down here. 4589. 4589. There's a TP there. We can still get there. I mean, it has to get there, really. Alright, so if you're not inside the Telegram, the Discord, guys. The Discord is where I give out all of the trades. Okay, me and other traders give out trades inside of here. Smash. Okay, this is where you guys need to be, inside of here. You're going to get much more value inside of our community. I provide analysis as well. Higher time frame analysis, educational analysis, just to help you guys understand what's actually happening, so you can see things the way I see it as well. You can see here, this was the oil move before oil came down into here, okay, which is like, what number is that? $76. We knew what was happening, okay. And what happened over here? Let's see where oil came down. Look, I said $76, oil came down to 74. So we got into the trade. Okay. Now what we see happening here is gold is coming down. So we're looking nice. We're looking mean. Alright. Don't let it Alright, who's up on these? Who's up? Okay. Don't let it talk about it. Don't want it. Don't really much about it. Don't want to talk about it. I don't like this 1 hour candle on gold though, man. That's the thing. I don't like this 1 hour candle. Alright, what's the time as well? I gotta go to the gym. So it's almost 7 o'clock here in Dubai. Our candle's gonna close in 5 minutes. Gold always loves to pull back. This is why when you see something on gold, you got to take it. Yeah, TDX is pushing back up. Silver, what's silver doing? Silver looks good though. Dum dum. Don't wanna. All right. Silver looks good, man. We holding the line. How do I get access to the Discord? Been in Discord since March. Don't need any other community. Appreciate you. So the Discord, you just need to go over to the Telegram. Okay, I'll put the link inside here. If you go over to the Telegram, my bro, the Telegram is where you need to basically use a trading account with our broker to get access. That's all. If you're using a trading account, if you're using an account with our broker, they pay us so that you don't have to. Okay, and then you get access to the Discord. So I'll put the Telegram link in here. If it works. Can you look, hear the music? This is a serious beat. Hey. I was in London for 2 weeks. I went to some DJ Pioneer plays. DJ Pioneer, I went to Ministry of Sound. Shit was going off in there. He was going off in there, yeah? Yeah, I need to take this set to the gym. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, gold's coming down. We're looking nice. We're looking lively. So yeah, there's the link for the Telegram, my bro. Join the Telegram. I'll put a message in the Telegram saying for access to our community, for access to my community, send a message to TLN support. Okay. Alright, cool. 4K. 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 Alright, listen. Yeah. We got 2 minutes before the candle session is done. I might take that 2 bags of gold because I know gold likes to play around. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Let it go down. That's for you guys. You can enjoy that. Yeah? You guys can enjoy what gold is going to do. Go risk free. I've taken it. Okay? That's what I've done. I've taken it. Was it too early? Not really. Because my target was 6K for today. That's 10%. I'm now up 4K. 4K off a 60K account. What's that? 8%? You took my I keep grinding. Oh, I got the words wrong. Alright. I love that. Okay. I gave you all love. Ooh, gave you love. Alright, gold will just slap down, guys. It will. But this beat got me feeling myself. 5 seconds, the candle's gonna close. So just take some off of the trade. Just take some off of the trade. Go risk free on all trades. Close partial profit on gold. Okay. Look. Go risk free on all trades. Close partial profit on gold. Because you know gold can pull back. Okay? We know gold can pull back. Alright. Alright. That's it. I keep. Okay. Let's see. Silver looks like it still come down though. Gold will slap. Gold will slap. Gold will slap. Look. I mean, look. this is a sell for gold. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's just not a huge sell. Well, no, it is. How can I say it's not? Yo, bro, what you saying? Yeah, when? Yeah, let me just finish my live stream. Give me 5 minutes. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up and go to the gym. My boy just called me and said, "Yo, you're 4K up. Let's go to the gym." But this looks like a good sell here. Okay, this does. Who's up on this trade? Who's up on this trade? I'll be back tomorrow with another stream. Ooh, these beats are getting in. What's this? A new mix? This ain't even a new one. Okay. Yeah. Alright, cool. What can I say? Job's done today. Job's a good one. Job's a good one. Our stream, we've made some money. That's it. That's it, innit? What more can I say? This oil trade is still pushing. Job's a good one. Job's a good one. Yeah? Alright, hold on. Alright, look. I've closed out the gold. Even though gold's still coming down. I probably got shook. Not really, I just wanted the dough. Job's a good one. Okay. Gold can be a nice short. Look at it. Look at that baby go. But I got out of the trade. So I can't get back in. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it and I'm gonna head down to the gym.